Hello, Phoenix Christian football fans, and welcome to Phoenix Christian football right here on the Phoenix Christian football YouTube channel. My name is Nicholas Patrisky, and I'm honored to be joined alongside you tonight for this 48 minutes of high school football. Your Phoenix Christian Cougars taking a trip up northwest take on the Honey Badgers of Highland Prep. Kickoff is about 5 minutes away here from the campus of Highland Prep here in Surprise, Arizona. Once again, my name is Nicholas Patrisky, and I'm honored to be joined alongside you tonight. A quick audible, if we will call it, from our typical streaming process. It will be a radio-style stream today. A last-minute change of plans with where I'm currently located and a couple pieces of our puzzle not getting together, but no matter, we'll still do everything in our power to bring you Phoenix Christian football tonight. Phoenix Christian coming into tonight's matchup with a record of 3-1, taking on the home team Highland Prep with a record of 1-3. Highland Prep rated as the 33rd rated team in 2A conference, according to Max Preps. 0-1 in conference play, with loss coming last week at Cortez and a 32-12 loss. Only two inactives tonight for the Honey Badgers: quarterback Gil Camacho and wide receiver Chris Menendez. Both Gil Camacho and Chris Menendez will be out of tonight's game. Gil Camacho, the starting quarterback last week at Cortez. And, well, it's not much different on the Cougars sideline, as starting quarterback Xavier Sandoval was hurt last week before the game against Glendale Prep. Sandoval injuring his right bicep. Sandoval will be out for an unknown period of time at the moment. Tonight's inactives for your Phoenix Christian starting Cougars: linebacker Cyrus Ventierra, quarterback Xavier Sandoval, linebacker Kenneth Peterson, wide receiver Frank Reinard, quarterback Noah Jimenez, linebacker Jaden Moore, offensive lineman Michael Ortunro Lockridge, and that is all. A lot of inactives have not played all this year for the Cougars, but some have. Cougars looking to make it 4 wins in a row. And the Honey Badgers looking to snap a 3-game skid with their first home game in a little bit. Kickoff is just minutes away here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, welcome. It'll be a radio-style broadcast tonight, as we lost a piece to our stream and also just vantage point for myself. But again, we'll do everything in our power to bring you Phoenix Christian football here tonight. Unfortunately, due to circumstances that I've just said, I was not able to get the officials' names tonight. So we'll just call them the head official, umpire, line judge, and back judge. Captains about to walk out to midfield for the coin toss. Captains for Highland Prep: Aiden Kalini, Isaiah Gomez, Michael De La Cruz, and Tyler Cornforth. Captains for your Phoenix Christian Cougars: wide receiver Dominic Paris, linebacker Aiden Flynn, and I cannot see the other two. And it looks like we will have a captain in place of Xavier Sandoval, who once again is out for tonight with an injured right bicep. It's a beautiful night for Arizona high school football here in Surprise, Arizona. Kickoff temperatures 88 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Wind blowing in 4 miles an hour from the southeast. Wind from northwest to southeast. 21% humidity. It feels like 85, the lowest temperature at kickoff this season for Phoenix Christian. Other captains for the Cougars, Javian Willis and Brandon Scroggins, and we'll hear more about Brandon Scroggins later in the game. Phoenix Christian, white helmets with a green PC logo on either side, white jersey, dark green numerals, light green trim, all white pants, and they'll be going from right to left. Highland Prep, yellow helmets, black half stripe down the side with a Honey Badger logo on either side. Black jerseys, all yellow numerals, and all yellow pants. For those college football fans, it's looking like Michigan State versus Iowa out here. We are just seconds away from kickoff here at Highland Prep High School. Understanding that we TV style broadcast tonight. Just inching closer and closer to kickoff. Phoenix Christian, when they win the toss, they usually elect to receive, and it looks like they will do so once again. Willis and Rondan back to receive the opening kickoff. Once again, Phoenix Christian will be going from right to left, Highland Prep left to right. Referees get situated and set, ready to get us underway. Referee blows his whistle, and we are underway here in Surprise, Arizona. Kick end over end. Rondan fields it at the 15. Takes up the middle. Rondan, he has a bit of speed. On his feet is Rondan. Still Rondan out to midfield. Looks like they'll mark him down exactly at midfield in great starting field position for the Cougars. Ball actually looks like be spotted at, no, and it will be exactly at midfield on the right hash. In his first start of the year, Joel Fajardo. Last week, Xavier Sandoval did actually take the opening snap. And now it will be Fajardo out to lead the Cougar offense. Cougars come out in the wing tee. Handoff right is Scroggins. Breaking a tackle or two with a spin move, still Scroggins. Spinning and fighting his way forward to the 39-yard line for a gain of 11. Maybe even a gain of 12 on first down. Scroggins, one of many backs that can carry the ball for this Phoenix Christian run-heavy offense. Last week, did not attempt a single pass. Willis gets a handoff left and will try to cut back. Willis will get out to the 35, gain of 4. Ball spotted in the middle of the field. Cougars break the huddle. Handoff right, Scroggins with an opening and a burst of speed. There goes Scroggins down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 15, and looks like Brandon Scroggins picking up right where he left off last week against Glendale Prep. Scroggins, last week 21 carries, 165 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Phoenix Christian had 3 ball carriers with more than 160 yards, and this is Scroggins once again stiff arming, and it looks like we'll have a stoppage in play for the line crew, chain gang if you will. Should be 2nd and 5. Ball on the right hash. Cougars in the red zone. We saw the Honey Badgers as their sideline with some chance of defense trying to get their fellow men involved. The Cougars, for their 4th game in a row, score on their opening possession. Adu Asalefu on to attempt the point over end, and it is good. Making the score your Phoenix Christian Cougars 7, and the Highland Prep Honey Badgers nothing. We'll get a chance to see the Honey Badger offense for the first time tonight, led by backup quarterback Aiden Collini. Collini, a junior, has not taken a snap at quarterback all this year. Do apologize for any technical difficulties that might occur. Israel Torres on to do the kickoff duties. Cougars not one to be shy of onside kicking it or squib kicking it, as they have done that quite often this year, recovering multiple onside kicks. Torres lines up. Left, right-footed kick is a squib kick, and it looks like the Cougars bounce on it, and they'll recover it. 28-yard line, ball on the left hash. And it looks like a stop at. Next week we'll be back at Phoenix Christian, so hopefully a normal stream for Phoenix Christian football fans out there. Today is radio style, and we do appreciate your patience with us. 1st and 10. Handoff right is Scroggins, and looks like Scroggins will slip forward for a couple. Gain of about 3. Be 2nd and 7. Ball spotted on the 46-yard line of Highland Prep. 8:27 and counting down left to play. Javian Willis checks out. Fajardo, handoff left. This is Ransom. Ransom continuing to push forward all the way for a Cougar first down. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line, and we'll call it the left middle of the field. Off left, this is Ransom once. Phoenix Christian offense just one to chew the clock, and they're not shy about it. Fajardo gets the snap. Fajardo Gets a play from Jason Kindred and tells it to his fellow Cougars. 2nd and 8. Handoff left. Willis fighting through a tackle and be brought down for a gain of about 4. Making first contact with Willis was Jordy Netherly. Checking out is Achilles Lopez, a key component on both offense and defense. 3rd down. Handoff right, Scroggins. Following his blockers, Scroggins breaking tackles all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Another Cougar first down. 6:32 left to play here in the first quarter. A beautiful job there by Scroggins to really follow his blockers, follow the seams, and not try to do what most running backs do and bounce it outside. Speaking of Scroggins, here he goes again. This time Scroggins held up near the line of scrimmage, brought down by a whole horde of Honey Badgers. Getting out of the action is Christian Avery. Second and 8. We have not seen Adu Asalefu attempt a field goal so far this year, so you think it's touchdown or bust. Willis, following his blockers on the left, will be marked down at the 5. Cougars need the 2-yard line for a first down. .526 left to play here in the first quarter. Cougars break the huddle. Fajardo gets the snap. Handoff to Scroggins. Scroggins trying to cut it up. A final push, and he'll be marked short of the goal line, but looks like he'll have enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from presumably the 1-yard line. And it will be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Clock winds. Cougars break the huddle. Handoff right, Scroggins. Can he get the yard? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Cougars! And on back-to-back drives to open up this game, the Cougars punch the ball into the end zone. Off the legs of Scroggins, Willis, and Ransom. Asalefu on to attempt the point after. Looks like the Cougars were missing a man. Running in at the last minute is Aiden Flynn. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. And with 4:39 left to play here in the first quarter, your Phoenix Christian Cougars leading the home team Highland Prep Honey Badgers 14-0. This time, Honey Badgers kickoff return unit expecting a squib kick or at least an onside kick. Will we finally see the Highland Prep offense, or will the Cougars go back to their book of tricks? Israel Torres Looks like he was going to kick it to his right. Now looks like kick will be going to the left. Squib kick once again and falling on top of it. The 48-yard line for the Honey Badgers is Mason Thompson. And for the first time tonight, we'll see the Highland Prep offense led by backup quarterback Aiden Kalini. Kalini has yet to throw a pass attempt this season. We'll see how quickly that changes on this drive. 1st and 10 from the Honey Badger zone 48-yard line. Kalini gets the snap. Read option. Kalini gets out to about the 50. Harmon, team leader in tackle on the season. Honey Badgers go no huddle. 3 receivers split off far side left. Kalini gets a snap, looking left. Will throw the screen and in some space and eventually brought down near the first down marker is Isaac Valia. Valia has enough for the first down. Gain of 8 on 2nd and 8. It's a real test for the Phoenix Christian defense as this is the second week of 3 that they'll be seeing a really pass-heavy offense. Last week at Glendale Prep. Next week, a Camp Verde offense that will prove to be the biggest test of the season. 1st and 10, Kalini gets the snap, looking to his right. Pass is caught at the 38. Making the grab is Junior Crump III. At the 37. 2nd and 5. Right. Kalini is Cale Pickens. Pickens, 27 carries on the year coming into Palomares, slotting in at left tackle. Brings up a interesting 4th and 3. And it looks like head coach Jason Shaw will waste no time in keeping his offense on the field. 3 receivers near side right. Kalini with Pickens to his left. Rondan checks out for Cassius Grimwade. A fresh set of downs for the Honey Badgers. 2 receivers near side right. Ball on a crashing end for the Honey Badgers. And the Cougars will have a real shot to go up 21 with under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. You have your entire playbook at your disposal. Pass, run, read option, Statue of Liberty play. Whatever you want to run, you can run it here. Fajardo handoff right to Scroggins, and Scroggins immediately brought down at the line of scrimmage. First Honey Badger there is Anthony Belliazzo. Bellinasso, I beg your pardon. Bellinasso there on the tackle. 3rd and 3. Cougars. Handoff left is Willis. Willis running hard, stiff-arming a man, and just getting enough for the first down. It looks like the rest will actually mark him down at the 50. From my vantage point, it looks like he got the Honey Badger 49. First down either way. Clock runs. 35 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. You wonder if maybe He won't run a play. Now 20 seconds, and it looks like the Cougars will run one last play here in the first quarter. Handoff right, Scroggins. Scroggins looking for room and eventually brought down the Honey Badger 46. And that's where the Cougars will take over to start the second quarter. Score after heading into the second quarter. Your Phoenix Christian Cougars 14. And the home Highland Prep Honey Badgers, nothing. We'll take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is Phoenix Christian Football right here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Welcome back to Surprise, Arizona here on the campus of Highland Prep. For those of you just tuning in, you picked a phenomenal time to tune in. Cougars lead the Honey Badgers 14-0 with second quarter beginning right now. 2nd and 5. Cougars come out in strong eye. Barging forward for a gain of 4 is Willis. Checking in for Achilles Lopez is Gabriel Martinez. Not many teams rotate their offensive linemen, but with the amount of run blocking the Cougars do, it makes sense to have enough bodies to go on the line, and penalty flag flies before play even begins. There'll be another false start against the Cougars, their second of the night. One thing that hurts as Phoenix Christian offense more than anything are penalties, killing any momentum and giving the defense a chance to catch their breath. 3rd and we'll call it 7. Handoff right. Willis stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage. Leading the charge for the Honey Badgers. Is Frankie Palomares. A 4th down now, and you wonder maybe if we'll see Fajardo's first passing attempt of the season. 4th and 7. And the Cougars get the Honey Badgers to jump offside now. Bring up 4th and 2. Cougars with the ball spotted on the right hash at the 42-yard line. They need the 40. 4th and a long 2. Looks like some miscommunication here from the Honey Badgers as head coach Jason Shaw will be forced to burn his first timeout of the evening. Cougars still have all 3. Jason Shaw in his second year as the head coach of Highland Prep. Career record at Highland Prep of 6-8, 5-5 record last year. Shaw was named the 2022 2A Hassayampa Region Coach of the Year. Last year now, the Honey Badgers finding themselves in the 2A Agua Fria region for the first time, just like their rivals tonight, the Cougars. Phoenix Christian bumped down from 3A to 2A at home. 4th and 2. 9:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Fajardo breaks the huddle. Handoff left is Rance. Isaiah Gomez with a great wrap-up tackle, and the Cougars turn it over on downs. And that'll breathe some life into the Honey Badger sideline that was silenced much in the first quarter. Two receivers near side left. Collini with Pickens to his left. Pickens to the 43-yard line and a first down for the Honey Badgers. Great job from Collini to keep his eyes down the field and really extend the play and keep it alive to find Gomez. 1st and 10, ball spotted in the middle of the field. Collini, handoff to Pickens. Pickens up the middle, breaking tackles, eventually brought down at the 38-yard line. Second and 6. Collini gets the snap, looks left, under pressure, trying to get rid of it, does so. Pass is incomplete. Almost finding the hands of Gomez. Collini did a great job just to get rid of the ball. Rondan and Grimwade crashing down from his left and right. Third, and we'll call it 6. Two receivers, far side right. Collini sets up a screen for Pickens. Pickens running into Dominic Paris. Ball comes out, refs say Pickens was down. A great play design there from the Honey Badgers. You had Gomez motioning right, getting the eyes of the Cougars to look left. Coming back the other way with Pickens. And setting up a 4th and a little more manageable. 4 receivers, far side right. 4th and 5. Collini alone in the backfield. Collini gets the snap. Under trouble. Collini escapes. 35-30. 25-20. There goes Collini. Collini eventually stepping out at the 19-yard line. A first down for the Honey Badgers. Collini, for his first game this season, really showing his poise in the pocket to step up, get rid of it, and even use his legs. And Collini, one of the taller kids out here tonight. I'd say he's around the same height as Paris, 6'2", maybe 6'3". Very hard to bring down. 6'5", as I was corrected. Collini under pressure once again, dumps it off to Pickens. Pickens breaks a tackle eventually. Brought down by Achilles Lopez and Daniel Sanchez for a gain of 3. Collini standing at 6'5". the tallest quarterback that the Cougars have faced up until this year. Cleany actually taller than all his offensive linemen. Usually have the issue in the NFL of a quarterback maybe being a little too short. Well, Cleany doesn't have that trouble. Gomez motions from right to left. Pickens drops the ball on the quarterback-running back exchange. He'll lose a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10. Third and 10. Pickens to the right of Cleany. Ball spot on the left hash of the 19. Cleany, bootleg right, flag is thrown. Cleany tries to get rid of it. Pass falls incomplete. You got to imagine this is holding. At the point of attack, you had Grimwade bearing down on Cleany, forcing him to roll right. And it is indeed a hold. It'll be 5 yards from the previous spot. It'll bring up 3rd and 15 now. .6:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Ball spotted on the Cougar 29-yard line on the left hash. 3rd and 20. Cleany gets the snap. Stepping up in the pocket. He'll try to get it to Pickens. And eventually runs out. And it looks like the 34-yard line, maybe the 35. 4th down. Cleany these last couple plays has had absolutely no time to throw, and it looks like it'll actually be another penalty against the Honey Badgers. Call by the Honey Badgers will redo 3rd and 20 now. It might even be more like 3rd and 25. Ball spotted on the Honey Badger 39. 4 receivers, far side right. Cleany by himself. Cleany gets snapped, throwing quickly to Gomez. 4th, and we'll call it 4th and a lot. Honey Badgers need in. Cleany with Pickens to his right. Cleany gets the snap, looking left, will throw it. Pass falls incomplete. Honey Badgers turn it over on downs, and it'll bring out the Cougar offense for the 4th time tonight. 5:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Cougars with the ball at their own 33-yard line. Fajardo gets the snap. Running right is Scroggins. Flag comes in late. And it'll be a hold against the Cougars. One of the real lethal points of this. Sandoval was healthy. Was the play action that they actually scored their first touchdown of the year on to Scroggins. Fajardo unable to throw the same way Sandoval could. 1st and 20. Willis breaking a couple tackles and getting about 3. 4:51 left to play here in the first half. Gotta wonder what's got to be on the mind of Coach Kindred. Honey Badgers have adjusted well to the Cougar offense. Rondan trying to get it on the reverse, picks it up. Here goes Rondan. 50, has one man to beat and can't beat him. Cougars tried to set up the reverse that worked so well last week against Glendale Prep, and in its own way, I guess it did work. Rondan able to pick up the ball and scamper all the way to the 44 of the Honey Badgers for a Phoenix Christian first down. Honey Badgers with no men farther than 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Here's Ransom following his blockers. Still Ransom. Eventually taken down at the 35. Looks like Ransom will be short of the line to get 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Handoff goes to Ransom, and Ransom loses the ball at the end of the play. Umpire says he was down. Ransom got all the way out to the 25 for another Cougar first down. Clock winds. 3:22 left to play here in the first half. Handoff goes to Rondan. Rondan trying to get as many yards as he can with Tyler Cornforth wrapped around him. Cornforth eventually bringing Rondan down. Second and 7. Fajardo, miscommunication, flags fly. And it looks like this will be a hold, as looks like when another flag flies, might be offsetting tonight. We'll sort it out. And a face mask actually will be the call against the Honey Badgers. Penalties offset. Be second down. No harm, no foul for the Cougars, who surely wish they had that one back. Just miscommunication in the backfield. You saw Fajardo with no one. Everyone went to block for each other, and Fajardo just impressive to probably get the original line of scrimmage back. We'll replay 2nd and 7. Fajardo gets the snap. Handoff left is Willis. Willis cutting up field, making multiple man miss. Eventually taken down by Gomez, not before. Willis is taking Coach Kindred, going to take his time, as much time as he needs on this drive to drain out as much clock as possible. Willis gets the handoff, running left with a burst of speed. Willis eventually marked down inside the 5-yard line, exactly at the 5. Bring up 2nd and 1. Looks like the Cougars found their rhythm back offensively. You know, Highland Prep not in their base defense by any mean, with almost everyone in a black jersey inside the tackle box, and yet the Cougars still manage to get a couple yards. Willis trying to get to the edge and cannot. Taking him down is Gomez once again. Gomez all over the field tonight on offense and defense. And it'll be 3rd down and 1. 1:05 left to play. Phoenix Christian still has all 3 of their remaining timeouts, so you got to assume if they don't get it here, Coach Kindred might choose to burn one of those. 50 seconds left to play. Fajardo gets the snap. Handoff to Scroggins. Scroggins stopped short. 36 seconds left to play. And there's the first timeout burn by Coach Kindred. Depending on the spot here, we might actually have fourth down, so a timeout for two reasons. One, to stop the clock, and two, to talk over the strategy. What they want to do, maybe we see quarterback push like the Philadelphia Eagles run with Jalen Hurts, just three men behind Hurts pushing him more, maybe. We might even see Fajardo try a pass, trying to catch the Honey Badgers off guard. 32 seconds left to play. It'll be 3rd and 2. Scroggins lost a yard on that run. Honey Badgers trot back onto the field, and so does Fajardo. 4th and 2. Cougars need the 3 for a first down, only 5 to get into the end zone. Flags fly, and it will be a false start against the Cougars. Not what you want to see if you're Coach Jason Kindred. I'll bring up 4th and 8. Maybe wonder if you give Asalefu a chance to kick it from close range. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. 4th down. Fajardo gets the snap. Bootleg right, trying to find Paris in the back of the end zone. Paris jumping up for it. Pass is incomplete. Cougars want a flag. Referees say no, and for the second drive in a row, the Cougars will turn the ball over on downs with 26 seconds left to play in the second quarter. You knew the play-action pass was coming. Paris had the height advantage, but just passed too high from Fajardo. Fajardo 0 for 1 on the year. Honey Badgers send out their best unit to try to get a touchdown back here before halftime. 26 seconds remain. 3 receivers come near side left. Kalini gets the snap. Handoff goes to Pickens, and Hawking and Aiden Flynn not fooled at all. 15 seconds left to play, and a timeout taken by Highland Prep. They have 1 remaining. Cougars 2 timeouts remaining. $14 seconds left. You maybe have 2 plays guaranteed, 3 if you're lucky. Maybe try a hook and ladder. Maybe a underneath route that just gets you out to about the 30 and have Kalini try to launch it on the last play. Saw Parrish nodding his head over at the sidelines. Rondan, the deepest Cougar, with his heels at the 36. 2 receivers go far side right. Pickens on the left hip of Kalini. Kalini gets a snap. Under pressure, rolling to his left. Kalini looks downfield. Wobbly pass is almost picked off. Pass intended for Junior Crump. 3rd and call it 8.5. 4 seconds left to play. And you got to imagine that you bring out your 3 best pass rushers and tell everyone else to get back as far as possible, and it looks like the Cougars will do just that. Deepest Cougar is Rondan once again with his heels at the 36. Draw goes to Pickens. Pickens breaking 2 tackles before eventually being brought down to end the half.
Check.
We've played 2 from the campus of Highland Prep. Score: Cougars 14 and the Honey Badgers of Highland Prep nothing. We'll take a break for halftime here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere, folks. Still another half to play from Highland Prep. Halftime will be about 15 minutes. That clock has already started. Phoenix Christian stays on the field. Highland Prep goes back into the locker room. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is Phoenix Christian Football right here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. Welcome back into Surprise, Arizona, here on the campus of Highland Prep for the second half of Phoenix Christian football here on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. My name is Nicholas Petrisky, and for those of you who are just tuning in, we'll recap what you missed. Cougars up 14-0. Both scores coming on their first and second possessions of the game. Cougars going down scoring on their opening drive, and following that up with a successful onside kick, and using that field position to go down and score once. Since then, both the Cougars and the Honey Badger offenses have found success in various ways. However, none of them able to deliver the final blow and get the ball across the plane of the goal line. Honey Badgers set to receive the second half kickoff. You wonder if we'll maybe see another onside kick attempt. Both kickoff attempts by the Cougars have been onside kicks. First one, once again, successful. Second one was not as successful. Thank you to all those who have tuned in and will be tuning in from the Phoenix area and within 10 yards. The deepest Honey Badger is Jordan Netherly. Also interesting information, the Cougars elected to stay outside in the east-facing end zone for halftime. They did not go into the locker room. They've stayed out here. Highland Prep did. First meeting between these two teams. First half in favor of the Cougars. Second half, still a lot to come. Cougars in their last two games have only allowed 12 points. 12 points defensively after allowing 19 and 28 respectively in games 1 and 2 of the year. And so far, the Cougars have been able to silence the Honey Badgers' air raid attack as the horn for halftime sounds, and out trot out the Cougars. Both, no, I beg your pardon, yes. Both Israel Torres and Adu Asalefu on to potentially do the kicking duties. Both the Phoenix Christian kickers out. As Asalefu will pooch kick it high in the air, catching the high kick for the Honey Badgers is King Covarubio. Honey Badgers start at their own 49-yard line, a great starting field position. Kalini with 4 receivers to his right. Kalini gets the snap, looking quickly to the right and brought down immediately by Michael Harmon for a loss of 1. Making the catch was Junior Krupp. Halftime, yes, halftime is indeed over here on the campus of Highland Prep. 2nd and 11. Kalini under pressure, stepping up. Kalini trying to outrun Harmon, eventually taken out of bounds at the 47-yard line by Aiden Flynn. Bring up 3rd and 5. Honey Badgers need the 42. Ball currently spotted on the 47. 2 receivers near side right. Pickens, the tailback. Kalini gets the snap, quickly looking left, under pressure, eventually brought down by Zaire Smith. Zaire Smith with a sack now in 3 straight games. And that'll make it a 4th and 16 for the Honey Badgers. Gil Camacho was listed as the only punter on the roster. Wonder if we might see if the Honey Badgers will pooch kick it or if we'll see them be aggressive and go for it. 3 receivers, far side left. Under pressure, and eventually brought down once again is Kalini by big Achilles Lopez. And the Honey Badgers turn it over on downs. A great 2-play series there with a sack from Smith and big Achilles Lopez. And the Cougars will start at the Honey Badger 41-yard line. Cougars. Handoff right to Scroggins. Scroggins following his blockers and eventually brought down the 34-yard line. Getting over there for the Honey Badgers is Anthony Valenciano. 2nd and 3. Honey Badgers with all men in the tackle box once again. Handoff right is Scroggins. Scroggins patient and following his blockers. Flag flies. 2 flags fly. Scroggins brought down at the 26-yard line. This one might be coming back. Refs will sort everything out, but Cougars have already backed up, assuming it is against them. Call from our head official is holding against the Cougars. They'll bring it to 2nd and 8. Ball spotted in the middle of the field on the 39-yard line. Cougars break the huddle. Handoff right goes to Scroggins. Scroggins with a wall in front of him. Eventually brought down the 34. Gain will call it 5. Ball spotted on the right hash. Cougars need about 2, maybe 2.5 to get the first down. Handoff goes to Rondan, and Rondan with enough to get the first down, brought down by a horde of Honey Badgers. First and 10 for Phoenix Christian. Once again, halftime is over. I do apologize if the graphic on YouTube is not changed quite yet. Barreling forward for a gain of 8 on first down. And looks like we do have an injured Cougar down. Down on the play is Javian Willis. We'll take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian Football on the Phoenix Christian Football YouTube channel. My name is Nicholas Petrisky. Javian Willis able to walk off under his own power. But will be out for the moment. 2nd and 1. After Willis carried the ball for a gain of 9. Handoff left. Breaking a tackle is Ransom, breaking almost another one. Brought down on the play by Jordan Netherly. 7:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Cougars still up 14-0. Cougars break the huddle. Handoff right, Scroggins following his blockers. And eventually brought down by Netherly. Looks like Scroggins just got enough to get back to the original line of scrimmage. I beg your pardon, it was a gain of about 4. Chain gain a little late to mark the spot of the ball. $6:55 left to play in this third quarter. Flags fly. False start against the Cougars. Their 4th of the evening. Bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. I should say near the original line of scrimmage. Ball spotted in the middle of the field on the 17, maybe 16-yard line. It's hard to tell from the vantage point. Handoff left. This is Willis back from injury, trying to cut back inside and just shy of the first down. Willis not out for long. Willis still had a big burst of speed despite getting injured. Looked like he took maybe a helmet to the stomach. And the Cougars once again get the Honey Badgers to jump offside. Isaiah Gomez going to chat it over with his defensive lineman. 5:40 left to play here in the third quarter and counting down. 1st and goal to go. Cougars break the huddle. Handoff right, Scroggins. And immediately brought down, but a flag flies. Bringing down Scroggins, and Throwing him to the ground aggressively was Tyler Cornforth. Looks like we might have, could be a lot of penalties, but Scroggins' helmet did come off. Wait for the signal from our head referee this evening. And the sign is face mask. Do you have a car coming by and honking the horn? We'll redo first and goal, this time a little closer inside the 5-yard line at, we'll call it the 2. Last time from this yard line, Cougars couldn't score. Handoff left. Willis trying to break it outside, and meeting him at the point of attack was Gomez. Boy, he's having a good game defensively. So Gomez basically playing the role of contain on the edge. Looks like Willis lost about 3 as he'll check out of the game. Running backs in are Harmon, Rondan, and Ransom. Tight ends are Grimwade and Paris. Second and goal. Handoff left. This is Ransom. Ransom barrel forward for about 2. Brings up third and goal. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. Willis and Scroggins check back into the game for Rondan and Ransom. .4:10 and counting down left to play. Third and goal. Fajardo. Handoff right. Scroggins trying to find space. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Cougars. This time the Cougars were not denied. And with 4 minutes exactly left to play in the third quarter, Cougars lead 20-0, point after, still to go. Harmon the snapper, Harmon the holder, Osalefu the kicker. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. That makes the score your Phoenix Christian Cougars 21, and the Highland Prep Honey Badgers nothing. A series that just saw the Cougars return to form with a 41-yard touchdown drive. Highland Prep did all they can. Cougars this time win the battle of inches. Israel Torres and Osalefu both out. Torres puts the ball on the tee. You wonder if we might see something new again here. Osalefu's kick is high. Ball bounces, recovered by Scroggins, but it looks like we might have illegal touching against the Cougars. Ball was placed high. Honey Badgers let it fall. We await the call from our officiating crew tonight. I didn't see it touch anyone until it was recovered by Willis. But it looks like the call will be Honey Badger ball coming out of the break. And it'll actually be a false start against the Cougars, and the Honey Badgers now with great starting field position at the 34-yard line of the Cougars. And as golden of an opportunity as the yellow and gold Honey Badgers are going to get tonight. Ball deep in Cougar territory. 1st and 10, ball be spotted on the left hash. Collini gets a snap, handoff to Pickens. Pickens running forward, flag flies. Penalty on the second straight drive. Second straight play. And it will be against the Cougars. Honey Badgers now with an even more of a golden opportunity to score and trim the Cougars' lead back to 14, maybe even 13. Ball spotted on the 17-yard line. Honey Badgers in the red zone basically for free, not having to run any play. 2 receivers near side right. Collini gets a snap, and it looks like Zaire Smith just jumped a little too soon, trying to jump the snap. Make it 3 penalties in a row against the Cougars. You see now that really, when the Cougars are disciplined and hold their own, their game plan works, but when they get penalties, well, you see with the ball almost already past the 10-yard line, and the Honey Badgers running one play and getting maybe 5 yards. 1st and 5, handoff goes to Pickens. Pickens goes absolutely nowhere. Bringing Pickens down was Rondan. Looks like he actually lost a yard as well. 2nd and 6. Second and 6. 2 receivers far side left. Gomez the last to get set. Handoff to Pickens, and a flag will fly once again. And it will be encroachment against the Cougars. I did not see any encroachment on that play, but it'll bring up 2nd and 1. Ball will be spotted now officially inside the 10-yard line. 2:37 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Collini handoff to Pickens. Pickens running forward. Does he have enough? Pushing and shoving, and no, Pickens doesn't have the goal line. He has the 1st down marker. Brought down by a load of Cougar defenders. First and goal. Badgers, Honey Badgers, go bunch right and left. Collini gets the snap, rolls left, now looking left, fires incomplete. Trying to find the hands of Junior Crump. It was open in the end zone. Collini just overthrew his man just a little too much. Second and goal. Ball spotted inside the 5-yard line. Flags fly. Both the line judge and the head official both threw him at the same time. Consensus is false start against the Honey Badgers. That'll back the ball up to the 10-yard line. Second and goal. Cleany with Pickens to his right. Two receivers far side left. Cleany motions Crump from right to left. Gets the snap, bobbles the snap, trying to fall on it. Still on the ground. Who has it? Cougars do! Not able to tell who was the first Cougar to pounce on the ball. After having the ball on the 5-yard line, a botched snap gives the ball back to the Cougars. With 52 seconds left to play in the third quarter, still up 21-0. First and 10. Pitch right is Rondan with blockers out in front. Rondan eventually brought down near the 30. Looks like we have an injured Honey Badger down on the field. That's Alex Robinson Garcia, who made the tackle on Rondan. We'll step aside and give the medical professional some time to work. 38 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Cougars up 21. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to the campus of Highland Prep here in Peoria, Arizona. Injured Honey Badger is Alex Robinson Garcia, favoring his right foot and not allowing any pressure on his left. He'll be checked out by the physio. One receiver far side left, near side left, is Grimwade. Ball on the ground and falling on it is Gomez. And the Honey Badgers get a turnover of their own here in the third quarter. 16 seconds left to play. Gomez was the one to fall on it. And now the Honey Badgers have a chance to right the wrongs of last drive. First and 10. Ball spotted on the 32-yard line. Three receivers far side left. Collini gets the snap. Under pressure, trying to throw it to Pickens. Pass incomplete. Coming over there, make a big hit was Michael Harmon. Harmon had that play read from the jump. Harmon got an interception in the third quarter last week against Glendale Prep, his first of the season. One of the real lifelines of this defense. Second and 10. Collini looking over the center of the field, finds his man Gomez. Gomez able to hold on after a big hit from Pacho. Ball be spotted at the 15-yard line. First down, Honey Badgers. Gomez just able to split the seam. The Phoenix Christian defense. Cougars running a one high safety look. And it looks like it will be a timeout taken with 7 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. I believe it was actually a timeout taken by Highland Prep. Robinson Garcia still on the physio bench. And I beg your pardon, it looks like that was actually the end of the third quarter here from Highland Prep. Cougars lead the Honey Badgers 21-0. Fourth quarter will start with the Honey Badgers in possession of the ball on the 25-yard line on the left hash. 1st and 10. Three receivers, far side right. Kalini gets the snap. Pass is batted off the arm of Zaire Smith, wisely getting his arms up to try to block that quick slant. Honey Badgers now going from right to left. Cougars left to right. Honey Badgers orange helmets, black jerseys, yellow numerals, yellow pants. Cougars white helmets, white jerseys, green numerals, and all white pants. 2nd and 10. Kalini gets the snap. Looking left. Under pressure. Tries to throw it away. Pass is caught by Gomez. Back at the original line of scrimmage. Flag flies. And it looks like Kalini's down. Penalty will be roughing the passer. Combination of Smith and Rondan getting in there. We'll take a quick break. Kalini is down. 11:23 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cougars up 21. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is Phoenix Christian football. Kalini on the sideline getting checked out for a concussion. In for Kalini at quarterback is Gomez. Ball spotted on the 8-yard line. I beg your pardon, it'll actually be Junior Crump as flags fly from the back judge. It'll be a false start against the Honey Badgers. I didn't see anyone move personally, maybe more of a flinch. Ball moved back to the 12-yard line. Still 1st and goal. Kalini, the backup, And it looks like it will be Junior Crump in at quarterback. Pitch goes to Pickens. Immediately met by a load of Cougars. Leading the way is Daniel Sanchez. 3rd and goal. And while Kalini gets checked out, the Honey Badgers with similar offense almost to that of Phoenix Christian. Not exactly a wing tee, but run heavy for sure. Phoenix Christian bring their DBs in. Crump, pitch left, trying to find room. And being brought down for a loss was King Covarrubio. First one to meet Covarrubio was Ron Dan. Looks like we have a flag on the play. Trying to, and it will be a hold against the Honey Badgers. Cougars accept, making it 2nd and goal all the way back at the 21-yard line now. Once again, Kalini still out, getting checked out for a concussion. .9:45 left to play here in the 4th quarter. DBs, defensive ends all crashing in, expecting run. 2nd and a long goal to go. And Zaire Smith will jump offside. Honey Badgers will get the ball now at the 16-yard line. Ball spotted at the right hash of the 16-yard line. Junior Crump into quarterback, the Honey Badger offense. Running backs, receivers in tight. Pitch right is Pickens. Pickens trying to cut it back and does so successfully. 10-5, touchdown Honey Badgers. There is a flag on the play. This one might be coming back. It looks like there actually was not a penalty on the play. Touchdown stands. And finally getting the Honey Badgers on the scoreboard is Cale Pickens. Honey Badgers going for 2. Try to make it a 13-point game. Handoff to Gomez on the fullback dive. No good. Gomez a yard short of the goal line, and with 8:50 left to play in the 4th quarter, Cougars lead the Honey Badgers 21-6. Scoreboard doesn't show it, but we know 21-6 in favor of Phoenix Christian. 8:50 left to play in the 4th quarter. You got to wonder the game plan now for head coach Jason Kindred. Offensively, it has seemed to work out pretty good, just a couple miscues here and there. You wonder how much time can the offense strain, and if we'll maybe see an onside kick from the Honey Badgers themselves. Willis and Rondan forgot which end zone they were going into for a moment. 9. Cougars stand within the 50 and 40-yard line. Scroggins, Flynn, Paris, the hands team is out. Grim Wade as well. Isaac Villa on to do the kickoff duties. Cougars move up closer. Kick is squibbed, and falling on it is Israel Torres at the 42-yard line. Smart by Torres to just fall onto the ball, not try to do anything too much. First and 10. Handoff right. Is Scroggins with a man on his jersey still going. Eventually bringing Scroggins down by the jersey is Tyler Cornforth. Second and 5. And off right, Willis. Up the middle of the field, Scroggins. Scroggins with one man to beat. 25 taken down at the 20 by Jordan Netherly. Big run from there, setting up the Cougars inside the red zone with just above 8 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. First and 10 from the 20. Ball on the right hash. Fajardo gets the snap, handoff left is Willis, following his blockers. Dragging Honey Badgers on his back to the 11-yard line, maybe 12. Gain of 8. Second and 2. Handoff goes to Ransom. Ransom breaking free. Does he have enough? No, he doesn't. Ransom tackled just short of the goal line. 7:03 left to play in the game. Running backs are Willis, Flynn, and Scroggins. First and goal. Cougars need about 2.5. Snap to Willis. Willis getting up the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! Javian Willis able to punch it in from 2.5-yard line, and Cougars extend their lead once again, trying to make it now a 22-point ball game. And it looks like the Cougars will go for 2. You wonder what the call is here. Handoff. Ransom up the middle. Fighting still is Ransom. He has it. 2-point conversion. Good. That'll make the score your Phoenix Christian Cougars 29 and the Highland Prep Honey Badgers 6. A 28-point ball game versus a 29. Yes, a 29. Cougars currently have. I'm struggling to see the advantage of going for 2 versus kicking the extra point. Maybe something happened to Asalefu, but it does appear Asalefu is out here for the kickoff, so I wonder what the reasoning for going for 2 was there, but nonetheless, Cougars lead by 23 with 6:32 left to play in the fourth. Ransom, a late addition. Asalefu, the high kick, eventually fair caught at the 45 by Mason Thompson. Aiden Kalini back into quarterback, cleared concussion protocol in the athletic trainer's head. He is okay to go. .6:26 left to play. Kalini gets the snap, trying to set up a screen to Pickens, and Pickens drops it at the line of scrimmage. Phoenix Christian now back to a 3-deep approach. It looks like cover 3. And now they'll switch to 2 deep safeties, Pacheco and Rondan. Paris, the outside corner, near side right. Kalini gets the snap. In trouble, steps up, will tuck it and run, breaks a tackle, and eventually scurries out of bounds into the Cougar sideline for a gain of 8. Kalini, 3 receivers, far side right. Pickens in motion. Kalini keeping his eyes downfield, looking, still extending the play. Fires it deep, pass is incomplete. Trying to find Junior Crump downfield. Penalty flag on the play. Penalty goes against the Honey Badgers. We'll await the call. It's a hold. Third and 11. Ball spotted in the right middle of the field. 3 receivers near side left. Pickens the running back. Kalini gets the snap, under pressure, tries to step up, throws it to Crump, and incomplete. Throw is behind the hand of Crump, and it looks like the punt unit comes out for Jason Shaw. To punt the ball away for the Honey Badgers is Jordan Netherly. Deepest Cougar is Rondan with his heels at the 35, now backing up to the 30. Honey Badgers with a 3-man shield in front of Netherly. Punt is away. Booming punt. Rondan will let it bounce. in front, takes a Cougar bounce up to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Cougars will take over with 5:37 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Offset eye for the Cougars. Handoff goes to Scroggins, and he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Clock continues to tick away. 2nd and 10. Cougars handoff left. Willis trying to barrel forward for a gain of, we'll call it 4. Bring up 3rd, and actually looks more like 3rd and 5. Fajardo, handoff left. This is Ransom. Ransom barreling forward, and he'll get enough for the first down. Man, what a double team block there by Cooper Quinton and Gabriel Martinez. Combined double team block driving Michael Robert back about 15 yards. Was looking like the blind side out there. Hand off to Rondan. Rondan up the middle of the field. Here he goes. 40, 35, 30. No one can catch Rondan. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cougars! Zion Rondan with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, and that will extend the Cougars lead, and it looks like they'll go for 2 once again. Interesting choice to not play the safe kick and bring out Asalefu. Ball spotted on the 2-yard line in the middle of the field. Running backs are Harmon, Ransom, and Scroggins. Play action pass. Throwing it is Fajardo, and incomplete. Trying to find Paris once again. With 4:02 left to play in the fourth quarter, Cougars lead 35-6. Still a lot of football left to be played. Honey Badgers will surely rely now on the arm of Collini. You wonder if this will be the first time in a while that we've seen maybe a standard kickoff from Coach Kindred trying to get the Honey Badgers back in their own territory, but we really haven't yet this season, and Asalefu will be the lone kickoff specialist out there. Israel Torres remains on the sideline. In at gunner is TJ Blake, listed as an offensive and defensive lineman. Late substitution is Jerry Abrahamson on for Harmon, getting some fresh blood out there. Asalefu It will be a standard kickoff. Ball will roll to the goal line. Ball is still alive. And picking it up on the goal line and the Cougars get the ball on the 1 yard line. A huge mental mistake from Jordan Netherly. He let the ball bounce thinking it was going to be a touchback, and the ball died perfectly on the 1 yard line. Well done, Adu Asalefu. .348 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted on the 1 yard line. Zaire Smith is a basketball player turned football player, and if he would have just picked it up and walked it in, it would have been a touchdown for him. What a start to the season that would be for him. Almost already past 5 sacks and only a few games played and a touchdown on a kickoff. How about that? Cougars. Handoff up the middle and barreling in for a touchdown. So I'm trying to make out who scored. And it looks like that was Daniel Sanchez. Daniel Sanchez, how about that? His first rushing touchdown of the year to increase the lead to 41-6. Cougars will go for 2 once again. A second half explosion from the Cougar offense. Fajardo gets the snap. Play action pass. Looking for his man in the back of the end zone. That's Paris. 2-point conversion good. And there you go. Fajardo's first completed pass on the year to Dominic Paris, making the score Cougars 43, Honey Badgers 6. And you got to think now Netherly will play with his heels on at least a 10. I've always been taught in football to run up to a kick rather than let it play over your head. Same with baseball. Always run in to catch the fly ball, never have to go back over your head. Another potential issue is the temporary lighting arrangement here on the campus of Highland Prep. Similar lighting situation to that of Glendale Prep. Field lights only stretching about 20 feet tall, about half the length of Phoenix Christian's. Maybe a dark spot on the field. Asalefu will kick it off once again, and this time it will roll back into the end zone to the relief of Netherly. Honey Badgers will start on the 20. 3:39 left to play. One high safety is Pacheco. Looks like we'll have a timeout taken by the Honey Badgers. They have one remaining. You see some new Cougars in there. Philip Vaughn, Jaden Solanas. Solanas, the biggest Cougar out there. Think of big Vince Wilfork. Solanas listed 6'3", 325 pounds. Good nose plug option in short to go situations. .331 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Cougars leading the Honey Badgers 43-6. Ball be placed on the right hash of the 20-yard line. Cougars come out in the same defensive formation. Ron Dan, the near side corner. Pacheco, a lone high safety. Kalini gets the snap, looking left, throws left. Pass is caught by Gomez for a gain of about 5. On the coverage and making the tackle is Israel Torres. Second and 5. 3 receivers come near side left. Kalini under pressure immediately, gets out of there, keeps his eyes downfield and launches it. And that ball will fall incomplete, and flag is thrown for pass interference. Ransom, the guilty culprit, working against Gomez. And there's a big penalty for Honey Badgers trying to get some pride points back with 2:55. Well, shouldn't be 2:55. Clock should be stopped. However, I do believe the running clock after a certain point amount, I'm not sure of that. 2:40 and counting down left to play here. Refs have not stopped the clock. How about this? Zaire Smith back at safety. Pass thrown and caught. By Liam Coy. On the tackle is Ron Dan. No flags. Caleb Jimenez and Cooper Quinton check into the game along with Jerry Abrahamson. How about this? Zaire Smith back at free safety along with Pacheco. Jonah Horan, also a new Cougar in the game. Pass back, slant in time, tackled immediately by Daniel Sanchez. Making the catch once again is Coy on the throw from Kalini. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter, and you can all but call this one wrapped up and put under the tree with the bow on it. 1st and 10. Kalini gets the snap, rolling right, throws it right, pass is incomplete. Israel Torres on the cover. Crump, the intended receiver. Second and 10. 1:02 left to play. And it looks like this is a continuous running clock, I should say. Honey Badgers may be able to get 1-2 more plays off. Kalini gets the snap, rolling right. Chasing him is Grimwade. Pass is caught by Gomez for a gain of 15. On the tackle is Zaire Smith. 33 seconds left to play in this game from the campus of Highland Prep. 1st and 10. Gomez motions from right to left. Kalini gets the snap. Drops back, looks over the middle, pass is caught. By Crump, and final timeout will be taken by the Honey Badgers, wanting to run one more play here to get some pride points back. Think about this, folks. At halftime, Cougars led 14-0, and now with 9 seconds to play, they lead 43-6. Just shows you how the power T offense and the philosophy of the coaching staff of Jason Kindred can just wear opponents down. So here's Smith, believe it or not, still at safety with Pacheco. 4 defensive backs in the game. Collini throws it long and high. Pass is eventually batted down by Rondan, and that'll do it here from Peoria, Arizona, and the campus of Highland Prep. Final score, Honey Badgers 6 and your Phoenix Christian Cougars 43. And Rondan doing push-ups near the 35-yard line for dropping that interception. You can't blame him, but something that definitely should have been done maybe a little bit after. We love the grind and we love the respect. Or I should say the hustle. Respect will be shown now with teams shaking hands at midfield. A second half offensive explosion leading the Cougars past the Honey Badgers. Cougars move to 4-1 on the year. Honey Badgers fall to 1-4 on the year. Cougars remaining undefeated in conference play. Honey Badgers still looking for their first 2A Agua Fria win this season. Let's check out what is on the calendar next for the Cougars. The road trip is done. 4 away games. Cougars come away with 4 wins, scoring only 30 points at a minimum, that coming at Shadow Mountain back in August. And for the 3rd straight game in a row, the Cougar defense holds their opponent to 6 points. Now, how about that? You talk about the big runs and the numbers that the Cougar offense puts up rushing the ball. They already came into today over 1,100 rushing yards. But how about that Phoenix Christian defense allowing 18 points in their last 3 games? An accomplishment that Coach Kindred and his men will surely be proud of. What's coming up next for the Cougars? Well, for those of you who might be listening that didn't have a chance to get out to the game, next week is your chance. Cougars are back at home at Phoenix Christian, September 29th, hosting the Camp Verde Cowboys. Cowboys, the only team from the 2A Agua Fria Conference to reach the playoffs last season. The Cowboys were the 8th seed. They won their playoff game, eventually losing to 2A champion Pima. And a game that, I beg your pardon, a game that was circled before the year even started for the Cougars, and now you got to imagine that game is circled once again and highlighted in bright yellow ink. Cowboys were home against Kingman Academy. That score still to be submitted, but you can imagine that Cowboys might come in undefeated in region play and with the record of 4-2, a real big game on the line next week for not only bragging rights, but potentially the top spot in the 2A Agua Fria Conference. After that, another home game against Benson. Benson, a team that is not to be taken lightly. Score against Palo Verde Magnet will, actually, I beg your pardon, Benson is off this week. Next week they'll take on Palo Verde Magnet away before starting a long road skid, 5 games. Benson's latest result against Tombstone last week, a 7-point loss. You got to think that for tonight at Coach Kindred and his coaching staff can walk away happy with this performance. Once again, final score, Cougars 43. The Highland Prep Honey Badgers 6. The next, I should even say 3 games, will be big. October 13th at Cortez. These next 3 games will be the deciding factor in Phoenix Christian season. Yes, is it nice to be 4-1? Yes. Is it nice to score a lot of points and hold your opponents out defensively? Yes. But can you do it with a really potent attacking, passing attack offense of Camp Verde? Can you do it against a really good running team in Benson? And lastly, can you do it on the road once again against a really stingy conference opponent in Cortez? Once again, next week we'll be back at home. Different place, same time, stream from Phoenix Christian High School to begin around 6:40, 6:50. Game will begin at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But for myself, Nicholas Petrisky, that does it. From the campus of Highland Prep, final score once again, Cougars 43, Honey Badgers 6. It's been a pleasure being on the mic this game for you and being able to call this great Phoenix Christian team once again. And again, if you're a Phoenix Christian fan, come out to the game next week. They're going to need your support, and they're going to need the stadium to be loud. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Have a fantastic night. And as always, folks, please drive safe. Thank you, and have a great night.